Jeremiah, it's always nice to know and see Filipinos doing really well. And what's especially nice about this is that I knew you from before.
Yeah.
I've always known that you were gonna do great things, but now Director of Communications for a very established advertising and PR and marketing firm. Tell us about your journey.
Well, we've known each other for a while. I think we were trying to start our own business, but obviously we went to pursue other things. But it's been a great experience, working in entertainment, working with the Asian American community. As you know, I've been working with the Filipino American community for a while, starting BakitWide.com about, what was it, like 10 years ago now?
More, I think.
Oh my gosh, hopefully some people remember that, but after that, I realized that, the visibility challenge has always been there. I've always been passionate about uplifting our community, and I was able to, and was lucky enough to be able to have opportunities at places like Warner Brothers, Disney, and eventually moving to New York to work at Condé Nast, and then I found myself here. So it's been an uphill battle, but I'm glad that I can try to make a difference now, with especially with Asian Americans.
And that's why I wanted to put a spotlight on your story first, so inspiring story, because feature, because I know that your path wasn't as smooth. There were a lot of ups and downs. Jer, what got you through the downs?
Well, honestly, so there were times when I would get laid off, or there would be times when I really would have to fight to pay the bills, quite honestly. And what really got me through was knowing that it was just temporary. It was a test of my resilience, because especially in those times, where I would find myself just watching Netflix with my dog all day long, I think, that really taught me to be more assertive for myself. Like, all these opportunities are not gonna fall in your lap. You need to knock on doors and meet new people and just make opportunities happen for yourself. And eventually, things worked out. Yeah,
and you have done it. You have been in a position where there's no opening at a company, but because of your interaction with a certain person of influence, they have made a position for you. And you've done that, but also on the back end of that, you've also been laid off. It's just a seesaw of things, and you said that one of the things you learned was being assertive. And being assertive is not a Filipino trait.
And I'm trying to hopefully try to teach people that it shouldn't be the case. I think especially in entertainment, like, we're not gonna get that visibility that we wanna get if we're just sitting there waiting for people to put us in projects. And that's definitely what I learned, and hopefully what people can experience on their own as well.
So Jer, tell me, the success of Crazy Rich Asians, how has that helped your cause?
Well, it's interesting because I think we've always wanted these projects in the mainstream, but I think Hollywood was just too cautious to make those steps because there was no proof that Asians could actually make the money, even though the stories were really great. So I think a project like Crazy Rich Asians was actually that proof of concept where, well, look, a movie with all Asian faces actually made money and was your big blockbuster, and that was the proof of concept to show that there's a lot more opportunity for us in 2019 as well as 2020, but a lot more work to be done.
I want to emphasize two things that you said. There are things to be done, and there are things to look forward to in 2019 because of the success of Crazy Rich Asians. Let's talk about the things to be done. What else should we be doing? I mean, people in positions of influence, of course, somebody like you can have more influence, but for people that are watching perhaps, what can we do in our own little ways?
Well, I hope that people don't feel resigned now. Crazy Rich Asians was not meant to be the solution for everything. It's just the beginning. So there's still a lot more voices to be heard, a lot more doors to knock down, a lot more stereotypes to break through. And I think now, because everybody's focus is on our community, now is the time for us to really speak up and create those projects ourselves, write that screenplay, or keep going through those auditions, and just keep going, I think. So now is not the time to stop.